who is Panchamukhi Hanuman? Okay, before understanding who is Panchamukhi Hanuman, I would like to make a clear difference between who is Shiva and who is Shakti. Shiva is the pure consciousness which never changes, which never identifies itself with anything, whereas Shakti is the pure consciousness which keeps on changing and which identifies itself with many things. What I mean by that is, since your childhood, right, till the present age, there was something within you that did not change, and there was many things inside you that kept on changing. So that which kept on changing is Shakti, and that which did not change is Shiva. So your body and mind represents Shakti, and the pure consciousness within you that did not change represents Shiva. So in order to be more practical, I will try this experiment. Let us try this experiment. That is, just close your eyes and stop thinking for 5 seconds. Even I will do the same. Okay. See, when you stopped thinking for 5 seconds and when I stopped thinking for 5 seconds, we both were Shiva. That is, the pure consciousness was same within you and me. There was no difference between me and you. That is because our pure consciousness is same. Our Shiva is same. Whereas our Shakti changes. That is, when the pure consciousness assumes form of the body and the mind, it changes. So since it has different desires, it assumes different forms. That is through you, that is through me, that is through the plants, through the animals, through the birds, through all the non-living things also. The pure consciousness assumes different forms. So when it assumes different forms, it is Shakti. But when it has no form and when it does not identify itself with anything, it is Shiva. When it is still, when it is at rest, it is Shiva. So these three realms, right, that is the physical realm, astral realm, causal realm, are the realms created by the pure consciousness. So it is an illusion of the pure consciousness. See, for example, when the pure consciousness gets bored, it tries to identify itself with anything so that it will not get bored. Similar to how you watch a movie when you get bored. See, when we get bored, we watch movie, series, we listen to music, etc., etc. What that means is, the pure consciousness within us does not like to be silent. It does not like to stay still. It likes to experience. It likes to think. It likes to enjoy, act, everything. So that is why we exist. Your desire to exist and experience is more than your desire to stay still at rest. That is why you exist. So that is the difference between Shiva and Shakti, and also the reason why you exist. So now, coming to who is Panchamukhi Hanuman. Okay, before understanding who is Panchamukhi Hanuman, again I would like to talk about the 7 chakras in our body. The 7 chakras represent the different desires in our consciousness. That is, our Muladhara chakra has the desire for food and sleep, and our Swadhisthana chakra has the desire for sex, and the Manipura chakra has the desire for power, and the Anahata chakra has the desire for love. Vishuddha chakra has the desire to communicate. Ajna chakra has the desire to think, and finally the Sahasrara chakra has the desire to exist. So these are all the chakras in our body which has its own desires. By desire I mean nothing but orgasm. See, when we eat food, we get an orgasm. When we have sex, we get an orgasm. When we become powerful in the society, we get an orgasm. When we get love, or when we love someone, we get an orgasm. When we communicate with the others, we get an orgasm. Like how I am getting an orgasm right now while communicating through to you. So we should know that word orgasm, you have to not take it in a wrong way. It is not sexual orgasm. It is the orgasm of the upper chakras. Okay, when you think, you get an orgasm. When you exist, you get an orgasm. So every chakra has its own orgasm. That is why we exist, because of the orgasm. We are basically hedonistic people. Everyone is. All the plants, birds, animals, you, me, even the deities, all. Whoever comes under the jurisdiction of Shakti, that is the pure consciousness which gets bored and which tries to do something. It is hedonistic. For example, in Friends series, the comedy show, you might have seen Joey telling Phoebe that all good deeds are selfish. That is, no good deed is selfless. Because the nature of our consciousness is, it's selfish, it is hedonistic, it wants its own orgasm. For example, when you help people, right, when you help people, you're not doing it for helping them, you're trying to feel good within you. That is why you are helping people. That is when you help people, you feel good in the Anahata chakra, that is the chakra of love. You feel good, that is why you do it, otherwise you wouldn't have done it. So the nature of our consciousness is selfish, and we have to not take selfish in a bad manner. Because basically there is only one consciousness in the whole universe, that is Shiva, and that is you, that is me. There is only one consciousness. That pure consciousness is acting as different forms. Basically we are all hedonistic people. Now coming on to who is Panchamukhi Hanuman. Panchamukhi Hanuman is the Shiva of the Manipura chakra. So what do I mean by he is the Shiva of Manipura chakra? See, all I told previously that all chakra has its own orgasm. Similarly, after the orgasm, we get detached from the orgasm. So what I mean by that is, when you eat food, you have a desire to eat food. That is why you eat food. That time you are Tripura Bhairava. After you eat food, after your orgasm of eating food, you get satisfied by it, right? That is nothing but Shiva. You get detached from the desire of that chakra. So that is nothing but Shiva. So the Shiva of Mooladhara is Ganapati. Similarly, the Shiva of Manipura chakra is Panchamukhi Hanuman. That is, when you have a desire for money, fame, power, you are Mahavidya Kamala. That is, your pure consciousness is Mahavidya Kamala. After you become famous, you become rich, you become powerful, you are Panchamukhi Hanuman. So each chakra has its own detachment and desire. The detachment is Shiva and the desire is Shakti. Now, what is the difference between spiritual and non-spiritual people? The spiritual people are aiming for the biggest orgasm, whereas the materialistic people are aiming for the small orgasms. See, now if you take a materialistic person, he will be orgasming in the lower chakras. That is, it may be through the Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddha, etc. But when it comes to a spiritual person, he will be trying to orgasm through the Ajna chakra and the Sahasrara chakra. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is, a spiritual person always will be thinking, who am I, who am I, who am I? He will never get an answer. He'll be thinking, who am I? Finally, he'll realize the whole world is just an illusion. So whenever he realizes that whole world is an illusion, he gets an orgasm in the Ajna chakra. That is the desire to think. The Ajna chakra is the desire to think. And when you stop thinking also, you get the orgasm of the Sahasrara chakra. That is the desire to exist. You are just experiencing that in the present. You are just staying in the present. Pure consciousness. So that is the orgasm of the Sahasrara chakra. Now, is the orgasm of the upper chakras more powerful than the lower chakras? Yes, it is. And I will give you a proof that it is more powerful. You just have to say the mantras of all the deities, of all the Shiva and Shakti of the lower chakras. And if you say that continuously, from the lower to the higher chakra, then you will get an orgasm of the Sahasrara chakra. I will guarantee you that. You just have to chant the mantras of the deities I mentioned since the Mooladhara. Now I'll be doing in the upcoming videos, I'll be talking about the different deities of the upper chakras. That is Anahata, Vishuddha, Ajna, and finally the Sahasrara. If you chant those mantras continuously, one fine day your Kundalini will rise up and you will experience the orgasm of the Sahasrara chakra. And in the Sahasrara chakra, there is something called as pineal gland. So that pineal gland is surrounded by DMT crystals. So in that, those DMT crystals, when activated, receives the signal of the astral and the causal realm. When you receive the signals of the astral and causal realm, you will never fear death, because you will realize that death is also an orgasm. See, basically what is going on is, when you meditate upon the deities of the chakras, what is going on is you are experiencing death. That is, you are trying to be comfortable with death. Now no one is comfortable with death. Now we are all fearing death, right? But when you experience the orgasm of the Sahasrara chakra, you will never fear death. You will try to enjoy it, because that is also an orgasm. That is painful for only the related people. That is, when you die, you will get an orgasm, but the people near you, that is, it may be your friends, relatives, or children, your other half, or someone will feel the pain, but you will experience an orgasm. That is the reality of the situation. That is, death is just an orgasm of the Sahasrara Chakra. But when the thing is, when you escape the body, when you escape the mind, what happens is your pure consciousness will be judged in the astral realm, in the spirit world. It will be judged whether it has still the desire of the body and the mind. If it has the desire of the body and the mind, it will come back to the astral realm, I mean a physical realm. That is this Mother Earth, what we call as Mother Earth. It will come back to this plane of existence. And if your desire is only pertaining to the mind, then it will stay in the astral realm. And if it does not have the desire of the mind also, then it will go to the causal realm. In the causal realm lies our Anandamaya Kosha, or the blissful or orgasmic body. That is where all the Vishnus are. There are millions and trillions of Vishnu. Like, they have evolved. They were humans like us. They have evolved into causal beings. They are creating universes. They are very powerful beings, not like us. We are inside the universe of a causal being. That is nothing but our Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. We are inside the universe of Garbhodakshaya. Similarly, in the causal realm, there lies millions and trillions of other universes, other causal beings. So if you don't have the interest of creating universes also, then you become Shiva. That is, when you don't have desire of anything, you become Shiva. That is the unmanifested part of universe. So the manifested part of universe itself is very huge, with millions and trillions of universes. And inside that is the astral realm, and inside each universe is the astral realm and the physical realm. So that is the power of meditation. So if you meditate, you can see everything. But if you take drugs and go to those places, you will never understand. See, for example, a person who takes DMT by injecting or smoking, what happens is he goes to all those places like the causal realm, astral realm, everything. He sees everything, but he'll never understand it. He will never be able to remember it also, to tell to other person. So that is basically like ego, death of ego. He will never understand. Only a spiritual person who meditates, who generates DMT naturally in the pineal gland will understand the creation, because he knows the basics. And don't think that there is no DMT in your brain. DMT is always there in your brain. We evolved from species, we know that, right? We evolved from amoeba, amphibians, reptiles, mammals, etc. So the DMT found in the frogs is present in us also. We can generate it. We have the power to generate everything. We have the power to generate THC, DMT, everything in our brain. Our brain is like a chemical factory. But the scientists are still not yet up to that level. That is, they still don't know the molecules generated by the brain exactly. But it has the capability to generate everything. So that's it, guys. I hope you have enjoyed the video. I hope you will realize the Shiva and Shakti of all the chakras and aim for the biggest orgasm, and quit all the smaller orgasms. There is nothing, there is no hurry-burry. Like, you can quit in your own time. So take your time. But before death, you have to get detached from the lower orgasms. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll meet in the next video. Jai Mahakal.